Hi everybody, welcome back once again to this channel. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Today we're going to be exploring this quite very interesting question from your 2024 trial exam from the Kwazulu Natal province. Okay, someone said in the comments that they struggle with this question and we just want to explore it and see how it goes. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you've subscribed. Just turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time when we upload a new session. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. Okay, so this was question 1.3. It says solve for x in terms of y, and we're given x plus 1, x minus 3 is equals to y plus 1, y minus 3, where x is not equals to y, and the question had 5 marks, right? Looking at this question, guys, you realize that for us to solve for x in terms of y, we can perhaps start by simplifying these factors, right? Because you can see when you simplify this, you are going to get a quadratic expression, right? And where everything that is y can be treated as a constant, and you go and use your quadratic formula to actually solve for x in terms of y. Okay, let us quickly explore that. So if you simplify this side, it will be x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3, and this side will be y squared minus 3y plus y minus 3. Okay, so this is x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equals to y squared minus 2y minus 3. Okay, then we can take this side to that side. X squared minus 2x minus 3 minus y squared plus 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, so 3 minus 3 will cancel. We are left with x squared minus 2x minus y squared plus 2y is equals to 0. And you can now see that you have a quadratic equation. Can you see? In the form of x squared plus what? Bx plus c, which is equals to 0. So obviously we have to outline what is our a, what is our b, what is our c. A is the coefficient of x squared, which in this case is what? Is 1. B is the coefficient of x, which in this case is what? It's minus 2. Then c is our constant. In this case, our constant will be what? Will be negative y squared plus 2y. I can write it as 2y minus y squared. Okay, but it's just the same thing. I'm just starting with 2y. Okay, so after this, what we can do to solve for x, we can come and use what? The quadratic formula, which says x equals to minus b plus or minus root of what? B squared minus 4ac over what? Over 2a. Can you see? Then we're just gonna substitute, guys. Minus into b is minus 2 plus or minus root of our b is minus 2 squared minus 4. Our a is 1, our c is 2y minus y squared. Okay, this is then divided by 2 into a, which is 1 there. Okay, I'm just gonna delete it for the sake of space. Okay, when you simplify this, it's gonna be x equals to positive 2 plus or minus the root of minus 2 squared. It's gonna be 4 minus 4 into 2y minus y squared. Okay, this is then divided by 2. All right, to simplify this further, obviously we can divide every term by 2. So x is gonna be 2 divided by 2 plus or minus a root of. Here I can just take a common factor of 4. Then I'm left with 1 minus into 2y minus y squared. Okay. Then this is also divided by 2 because I want to divide every term by 2. Then x is gonna be equals to 1 plus or minus. When we simplify on top there, we can write it as root of 4 times the root of 1, right? The root of 1 minus 2y minus y squared. Okay, which we can actually simplify to be if we multiply by this negative. So if we multiply by the negative there, we'll have negative 2y plus y squared. Okay, then to write it properly, I can just say y squared, y squared minus 2y plus 1. I'm just writing it in that order. If you simplify there, then obviously this is divided by 2, but we do know that the root of 4, it's what? It is 2, right? So I can replace that with 2, then 2 and 2 cancel, then that simplifies it to that point, right? Let me just write it properly. So we have y squared minus 2y plus 1. Okay, you can further simplify, guys, we can further simplify. Let me just delete this side. So to simplify this further, this one can be factorized, right? As what? Y minus 1, y minus 1. Can you see? Because there is a factor of 1. Factors of 1 is 1 times 1. When they add them, they must give us 2. So it's minus 1 and minus 1. That will give us that minus 2 there. So hence y minus y, y minus y. Which they are multiplying each other. I can just write it as y minus 1 what? Squared. So the square will cancel out the square root. Then we have x equals to 1 plus or minus what? Y minus 1. Because the square will have cancelled the square root. Then you have x equals to 1 plus y minus 1 or x equals to 1 minus y minus y. Okay, so let's further simplify this. This one on top is gonna be, if I remove this, 1 minus 1, x equals to y. And they said where x must not be equals to y. So we'll cancel out that. So we want the other one, x equals to 1 minus y plus 1, right? When you remove by negative. Okay, so x will be equals to 1 plus 1, 2 minus y. This will be the answer of x in terms of y. Okay, guys, so the rest was just simplifying and all that. Okay, I hope you find it helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.